What's going on, guys? It's your guy, Professor O, coming through with a dose of that good yolk. I'm everywhere like broken glass. I'm around like a circle. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. Again, let's get right into it. So, I want to talk about first just doing it. Kind of like Nike, right? Just do it. Why is that so important? Why is that such a profound statement, right? Because when you're dealing with life and its obstacles and its many labyrinth ways that it has about leading and getting into your successful path, what does that mean for you, and what does that mean to just do it? It seems as though you may get motivated, you may get inspired, you may even feel a desire and a flame of ambition to be able to obtain your goals, but why aren't you doing it? What is the purpose of sitting there thinking about it rather than going out there and giving that chance that you might just fail? See, the whole point about failure is a beautiful teacher, because once you fail, you just learned a way that did not work. So now you can learn another way that will work. Again, I talked about this in my previous videos. A whole bunch of people talk about others and be like, yo, this dude is a one-hit wonder, this, that, and the third. But you don't know how many failures it took for him to get that one-hit wonder, that harmonious, beautiful beat, right? I digress. So when you're feeling motivated, when you're feeling self-instigated, meaning that you're hyping yourself up, you feel like you can do this, you know what's going on in your mind, you know what's going on in your spirit, you want to put all that energy into you progressing and being the person that you need to be or want to become, why aren't you doing it? What is the power of doing, right? Of being consistent, persistent in all angles of fashion. What does that mean? What does it mean to do, right? Because doing is such a non-mental action, but it does take mental to be able to perform the action, at least the initial action. Other than that, it can just, you're in free form at that point. Unless this is a rinse, wash, and repeat process, then you're definitely in free form. You're just, doing it in a multiple way. So how would you be able to obtain that? Obtaining that first step is so important, right? I don't think people understand how important it is to initially take that one step, that first step to say, you know what, I'm going to decide to do this. And then you take that first step, and then after that, it's just rinse, wash, and repeat. You put one foot in front of the other to obtain your goal. Why is that so important? Because not only are you rewiring your frequency and your path to the desire and the inspiration that you felt when you initially thought of this thought of becoming whatever you wanted to become or creating whatever you wanted to create, this leads and this creates that path. Now you're aligning yourself to what you need. Now, what does that mean, right? Because it sounds so blatant, it sounds so lame. And I'm going to speak as simple as possible doing this. How can you obtain what you desire, and how can you obtain what inspired you to want to be motivated to even go out there to get it? Again, putting that first step forward. Now, the beautiful thing about how life is, right? Again, I said this in the previous video, but it's just piggybacking from it. Once you make that initial mind, your decision, because now you're rewiring things, okay? Everything is already existing out there for you. Everything is happening everywhere simultaneously. So if that's true, which it is, all you have to do is place yourself in alignment for your success. Now, the beautiful thing about that, he that's in you is greater than he that is in the world. That is so imperative for you achieving your goals and to do it in the most coolest fashion possible. Why? Because God is within you. And anytime as God is within that vessel, you are able to do miraculous things because you carry the blueprint of making it happen. I don't think you understand what that means. And you will when you start becoming more of who you truly are out there. And I'm talking to adept out there, all right? I'm talking to the adepts. Who is the adepts? The adepts are the ones that's masters of their craft. It's the ones who obtain the knowledge. It's the ones that is an expert in whatever field out there. So adept, I'm talking to you, and I want to say I'm proud of you. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing, and always keep living and choose the righteous path. It's so worth it. It may not be easy, but again, anything that lasts for a long time, when was it ever easy, right? Let's get back to that good stuff. So once you align yourself with that frequency of success, that you see that you want, that you see that you need, you see that don't worry about everything that's going on around you. Don't worry about don't worry that where you're from is about where you at and where you're going. Don't worry about the items that you have, because God has already provided everything that you need as long as you have that motivation to obtain it. God will provide it for you. There will be obstacles from the enemy. That's a guarantee. Don't even worry about that. You will trample through those obstacles as long as you stay persistent, as long as you stay motivated to continue to keep going. And if you fail, congratulations, Adele. You just figured out a way that does not work. Isn't that a brilliant thing? Now you can take that knowledge and that experience and apply it by continuing moving forward, knowing that you won't fall for that same okie doke. Or you know that, I shouldn't invest my money into this because I did that already. Or, I shouldn't invest my attention towards this because this doesn't behoove my mentality. Please be mindful of your mental real estate. A lot of things that's going on around you, how does this behoove your future? How does this behoove your present for you to be able to maintain a proper state, a proper mental state, so you could be able to move forward? These are imperative statements that I'm giving you right now. Why? Because at the end of the day, if you're entertaining foolishness, your subconscious mind doesn't understand that it's foolish. It just understands like, okay, I'm taking this in. This is something that is worthy of me, unless you mentally state like, yo, I don't need it. I don't need to hear this. That's the only time your conscious can actually work with your subconscious. Because think about it like this. Think about your consciousness, your consciously observing this right now. That is your age of what you state you are. When somebody asks you, hey, how old are you? Oh, I'm X amount of age, or I'm this, that, and the third, etc., so forth. But your subconscious, now see, your subconscious grows at you could say a slower rate. And that's not a bad thing at all. Just know that it's more sensitive and it's more literal, because your subconscious is what's doing all the work in the background. That's when you're breathing without knowing that you're breathing. When you're able to have a conversation, you've been breathing that whole time, but you wasn't conscious of it. You wasn't saying, hey, how you doing today? Oh man, today's a good day. You wasn't doing all that. Why? Because you're conscious. It's already in your muscle memory to be able to obtain that. Now, if these things are fact, which it is, why isn't success in your subconscious? Because you're not used to succeeding chronologically. You're not used to succeeding back to back. And that's what you want to do. You want to succeed all the time in everything you do and be disciplined. Discipline is your best friend when it comes to success. I don't care what anybody says. You can be born the most talented. If you're not disciplined, that's just talent wasted. It doesn't matter. Why? Because the one that's more disciplined, that's more adamant about doing it, and it's about doing something so tedious, continuously, non-stop, knowing that it will get you to the goal next door. It's simple. And if it's very interesting, you find in life that the most simplest things are the most hardest, because it's not about doing it one time, 2 times, 3 times. It's about doing it repetitive, the mission of repetition. The art not only win, but continue to keep winning. This is truth that I'm giving you right now. How can you continue to keep winning and winning and winning and winning and winning to the point that that form of success becomes perpetual? Not only does it become perpetual, you just ingrained it in your subconscious to know that this is something that needs to be done on a continuous basis. Now, I say this because when you're on your path of being inspired, when you're on your path of creating and aligning yourself to that frequency that you desire, you're going to follow that path, and you're going to follow those feelings. But in this path that you're moving forward towards, you're going to see that there are losers surrounded by you. And it's not a problem. Like, you know what I mean? Don't ever keep again, be humble. Always keep it humble. That humility will always be your superpower to success. Why? Because when you are humble, you are given room for growth. I don't care how great you are. I don't care how the best of the best you are. Why? Because there's someone out there that may not be known that's doing it at a better level. And that right there in itself should be humble. And also, the reason why you're so successful is because of God. Period. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He that's in you is greater than he that's in the world. Even though that is your spiritual essence, that you are spirit. animating this body. For those who still have the gift and calling of God and they didn't revoke their own spirituality, that's a whole other story. If you are in that realm still continuously, congratulations, you have overcome the world. Beautiful thing. Now it's about maintaining that and keeping it humble at all times. I don't care what your neighbor is doing. I don't care what your friends are doing. Keep it humble at all times. Never ever leave your humility. Why? Because there's room to grow and there's room for you to be able to learn from your situation. And that's how you alchemize your current situation and your current reality all around you at all times. Constantly getting positivity out of a negative situation. Life will give you lemons, you making lemonade. And then after that you making lemonade, now you're giving, I forgot what you call it when you got you making the chicken dinner and then you know when they got the lemon scrapes on it. I don't know what it's called. Go ahead, do your due diligence on that. But you get what I'm putting down. You know what I'm saying? Once all that is alignment, remember, stay humble and be disciplined consistently. I don't care how it is. And it's the little things that count. Remember, it could be a masterpiece, but out of that masterpiece, the details that made that beautiful masterpiece. The little details, the little things. What are you doing on a consistent basis every single day? It may not be a big win for everybody else, but it's a big win for you. Not everybody's, we occupy the same space, but we don't occupy the same reality. I give this analogy all the time. This is how you know time is different for everybody else that's occupying that same space. Let's say we're in a line that have to use the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom badly. Like I need to use the bathroom. I've been like it's just I got to go, right? When you're in that motion, it may be somebody in front of you in line that doesn't really gotta use the bathroom, but they just got I just gotta probably pass some gas or whatever the case may be. And it's a 10-second wait. Do you think that 10 seconds will be the same for the one that's in front of you or for you? That 10 seconds is going to feel longer because you have so much that's happening around you. This is why in the Bible it never teaches you to think on an emotional basis. It tells you to think logically about your situation, but it doesn't say it in these ways. It gives you the tools to do it. It's all about doing. Everything goes back, again, trust me, walk with me here. We all going to line back into the doing. That's what the whole point is. I may veer off, but understand these little side strolls that we do in the sightseeing always going to connect to the main point of doing. You want to always do, and do positive. Why? Because you reap what you sow. And the beautiful thing about God is God does not work with equality, and that is such a fantastic thing. What does that mean? Meaning that whatever you sow, God is going to give you back greater. Simple as that. Simple. He don't deal with equality, that it's an equal exchange. It's never equal when it comes to God. You give God a little, he gives you a lot, more than you can even bear. You be like, oh my God, what to do with all this blessing? And then now it's up for you to become a blessing. That's how that works. Especially when you say you represent God or you talk about God, etc. and so forth, you automatically put yourself in a position where you're representing him. And God don't deal with lack. God don't deal with suckers. God will deal with BANs. That's a whole nother term that I've been using lately because I don't want to, use profanity when I'm talking about, all this. Anyway, I digress. Can you dig it? I think you can, right? Cool. So then, now you're applying the doing, right? Now you're applying your discipline. You collaborate all your little wins, and now these little wins are turning into big ones. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I make my bed up every single day. All right, that's a little win right there. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna clean up my space every single trip. Beautiful, that's another win right there. I'm gonna stay consistent in my workout. Beautiful, that's another consistent there, right? It's all lining up. Why? Again, you wanna make sure, if you wanna make room for something that's clean and something that's tangible and something that's able to benefit your present and your future, why wouldn't it be clean? It's pretty much like this. I know a lot of dudes out there, they be like, yo, I want my shorty to look like this. She gotta have this, she gotta have that. But you not even doing the work to become it. How can you attract something that you're not? That don't make sense. It logically does not make sense. Everybody wants the most trophy woman. Everybody wants the muscle bound guy. But what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Come on, my guy. You say you want your shorty to be supermodel status, but you're over there smoking clips and L's. You're not official. Okay, shorty, you say you want the dude that's got the business suits on, this, that, and the third, and he's muscle bound, but you sitting on the sofa eating ding dongs. You know what I'm saying? Where's it? How you gonna attract that? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, walk with me, man. Walk with me, talk to me, don't hold me up. Word up. So anyway, you applying it, you disciplined now, right? You doing it. Watch how your life starts complementing those rewards. God don't like laziness. God don't like sloth. He ain't give you the spirit that's within you to be able to do something so official like that. Nah, God told you to be out there and be official. To look good doing it. And to never have lack and to never doubt. Seek the kingdom of God and know His righteousness, and all shall be added on to you. You wilding out. It's all about looking official and being official. 100% at all times. And then when the enemy comes, just understand, where'd you build your house on? You build your house on sand, it ain't gonna move. You build your house on the rock, which is Jesus just throwing down the building of the fuse. Come on, man, stop playing it. I'm here to give you a cool inspirational message. Now it's turning into a preaching. Like, I just want to I'll be applying a whole bunch of teaching in there that has helped me, and I know that it will help you. And I'm talking to Adept out there. So again, to the Adept, keep going, keep doing good, speak good, do good, think good, and you're gonna be all right all the time. I don't care what anybody said. I don't care what does it say. What do you do? Do good out there. Why? Because good is so much beneficial to being bad. Don't let these suckers out there try to ever put you on a path with some unrighteousness, man. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It never do. So like I said, let's line it all up. You're motivated. You're doing it. You're disciplined. Your life will reflect it. Simple as that. I don't care what you may look like. You won't look like what you're going through. Simple as that. Even though you may have been through the depths, you won't look like it. You'll be shining whereas the darkest around. And if people look at you like, yo, how are you shining so well? How are you doing this? It ain't me, it's God. Stop playing. It ain't. Don't ever take the credit. Give it up to God. Keep it humble. All the time. The humble don't stumble. Stop playing. Word. All the time. All the time. Shine on. You know what I mean? Shine on. Shine on, man. That's it. And it's all gonna line up. Simple as that. So for the listeners out there who's been paying attention, for the listeners out there that's been walking with me since I've been making my videos again, I apologize for the quality. I know you guys was used to that cool intro coming in. Everything is coming along. Walk with me. We're gonna get there. You know what I mean? Got a lot of haters out there. It's all good. I love you. Keep it up. Keep hating on me. Because again, and don't ever worry about the haters, all right? Because the haters gonna go through these things. A few things the haters gonna do. They either gonna talk bad about you. They either gonna say nothing at all, or they're gonna talk good about you only because to keep up their image around other people so they won't look like a hater. And all those three benefit you. How does it benefit you? Why? Because if they're talking bad about you, you're consistent, you're disciplined, you're motivated. So whatever they say negative to you won't line up to what you're doing because you're dwelling in positivity. So now they gonna look, they be like, nah, something not added up. Okay, oh, you hating. Oh, all right, I understand. And then now that brings more positive attention to you. They're not gonna say nothing. A beautiful thing. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. But then it's gonna bring to the culture because if they have hate in their heart, it's gonna leak out in their frequency. And people gonna be like, yo man, I noticed you ain't really say nothing about it. What's your opinion on such and such? And then again, it goes into that crossroad. They're gonna say something good, they're gonna say something bad. That is what it is. And guess what? If they say something good about you, even better. Because now you confirm, they just confirmed that. And then when two come in agreement, so shall be the thing. It all works for your benefit. You understand? Keep it out there. I love you guys, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys walking with me. I appreciate you guys listening to me. Again, cool content's gonna keep coming. I'm gonna keep giving out this good stuff, all the good times, you know what I'm saying? We moving. We definitely moving and grooving, never losing, all right? God bless you guys. Be cool, be smooth, all that good stuff. Adept, I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep going out there. Again, this message is for the adept. And what is adept? An expert, a master of his craft, one who learns the science. All right? So, all these messages is going out for adept. I love you. Be good, be smooth. See you guys in the next video.